Good morning, everybody. Well, I guess it's afternoon. It's after 1 o'clock, just about. I think it's close to 1 o'clock. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on here real quick and just kind of tell you some things that I learned this week. A couple things. Last week, actually, I had went to Walmart and I had bought some of their hamburger. And I normally don't buy meats from Walmart because I don't care for Walmart's meats. I like to go to Piggly Wiggly, or my favorite place is Carnivore and Bottles in Sumter. But we wasn't going to be going there till Wednesday, so I thought, well, I'll buy some hamburger. Well, lo and behold, at Walmart, I seen these hamburgers that really look good. So I thought, okay, I'll get these. And they are from, I turned them over because I want to make sure where they're packaged from. And they were from a company called CARGILL in Kansas City, I guess, in the state of Kansas, somewhere there. Well, I heard CARGILL meats was supposed to be really good meats. I use, through Carnivore, it's a silver sterling. So anyway, I'm eating the CARGILL meats, and I had fixed it, and me and my husband sitting there eating. He said, "Man, these are the toughest hamburgers I ever seen," because we cut them with a fork. He doesn't use buns that much anymore because he's trying to watch his carbs, and so am I. So we don't do the buns; we just eat them on a plate. And I said, "They are tough." And I said, "That's really strange because CARGILL meat is supposed to be really good meats. I'm not saying they're not." But I'll tell you what I found out about this meat. So I looked on the back of the package. Now, mind you, the hamburgers was probably about that big. When I got done with them, it was about that big. Because hamburger usually shrinks. And so this meat looked good. It was a nice red colored meat. So anyway, on the back of the package, it said, of course, beef and natural flavorings. Now, we want to say natural flavorings is good for us because we think it's natural. Not always. And I do believe there was some kind of red dye, and maybe that's what the natural colorings, or not colorings, flavorings was. Maybe it's some kind of thing that the FDA has approved, which we know our FDA is not looking out for us as the consumers at all. And if we believe that, then we're messed up. Because honestly, they're putting so much stuff in our foods, this processed foods, is what's making all of us sick. Now, in saying that, the reason I thought it had red dye of some sort in it, even though it doesn't say that on the package, and maybe they can avoid that now, which they shouldn't be allowed to, because some people like myself, I am allergic to red 40 dye. Now, whether this was a red 40 dye, I don't know. I know it had to be a red dye, and here's how I know this. When you're frying hamburger, the blood, when it gets down there, on the heat, turns brown. This blood was not turning brown. It was staying more of a red color. And see, my dad was a meat cutter. And my dad told me, he said, "Let me tell you, you got to watch meats." And he had a guy who he was working for, told him, "You need to start putting red 40 dye in your meats." He said, that way they stay longer and they look better in the meat case. And my dad said, "Absolutely, I will not do that." Because anybody who knows anything about food, especially meats, when you got hamburger, in 3 to 4 days, you better be putting that hamburger in the freezer. If it is not, of course, full of natural flavorings, pesticides, something to keep it longer in the case. And here's what happened. Yesterday, I finally threw the other 4 patties of that hamburger away because we went to Carnivore and we got some good meats. And the difference is that meat, I bought it on Wednesday at Carnival. By Thursday, I'm packaging it. And you can always see, because of air getting to that meat that I had fried that day on Wednesday when we came home, it started getting the brown tint. And I'm getting ready to freeze it. That's a natural thing. And there's nothing wrong with your meat. It's air makes the meat do that. Now, when you have meat that's been in your refrigerator for a week and it has not turned at all brown, you got dye in your meat. There is some kind of red processing dye in that meat. I don't care if it's a red 40. I don't care what it is. And I do not believe, as a consumer, and I don't know how you go about this, but the FDA is not caring about you or me as a consumer. They're caring about one thing: money. Let's make money. Because the big corporations who's putting this stuff out there is making money on you and on me. Because not only are they making money, but so isn't the big pharmaceutical companies, because it's making us sick. So when we become sick and we have this inflammation in our body and all this stuff is going wrong with us because of all of the bad stuff that is in this processed foods that we are eating, we are feeding to our children. You know, you love your kids. And if you don't, well, you don't have a good heart. That's all I can say. But if you love your kids enough, quit feeding them this processed junk. Quit feeding them sugar every day. It's not good for them. It's killing your child. But I know this because I'm learning it. And I'm just going to ask you, do yourself a favor. I'm educating myself on foods because I'm going on YouTube. I'm looking up Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Paul Saladino. It's Saladino. I'm also listening to a lady by the name of Sally K. Norton, and Sally will tell you things about vegetables you didn't know. So I just wanted to put that out there real quick to you. I wanted you to understand, watch your meats that you're buying. We think they're okay, we're finding out they're not. And honestly, I'm upset with the FDA to even let this natural flavoring stuff be out there. If you look it up, and it's on YouTube, I was looking at it the other day, couldn't believe some of the stuff in natural flavorings. It just blew my mind. And it will yours. And, you know, we just don't know what we are eating because the FDA don't care enough about you as a consumer who is buying this stuff not to do it to us because they don't care. They're making money somehow. And I'll leave it there. You figure that out. So anyway, just wanted to bring that to your attention. Watch the meat you're buying because they're not always what they seem to be. And watch the red dye that's being put in the foods. You're eating it, your kids are eating it. I don't know what to tell you about that. Just something you have to think about. So anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I'm making me some chicken noodle soup. Actually just heating up some homemade chicken noodle soup I made the other day. So I am going to eat me some chicken noodle soup. Y'all have a great Saturday. It's beautiful here right now. Sunshine is not really bad outside. So enjoy your Saturday. And I will be coming back on maybe today or Monday about some other things I want to let you know about. Okay? Y'all take care. Love y'all and God bless. Bye-bye.